rated PG-13. This is G.I. Joe. Now we're going to talk about the 1983 Cobra Soldier. Now the first time I actually got one of these was, I think, in either the Christmas of 1985, and my auntie, who's long passed away, got me the Cobra Hydrofoil and a Cobra Soldier. And I loved the Cobra Soldier. Like, I did have a lot of the Cobra officers because you could get mail-away ones back then for dirt cheap. I don't know how well this will come in, but you know, the Cobra Soldier just was a fantastic figure, and the officer was awesome as well. And I'm sorry, this camera's not. I gotta get a new camera this year. So, but anyways, like, I did love the Cobra Soldier and the Cobra Officer. You know, these were like iconic. They were some of the best figures you got back in the day. And you know, you loved having the blue shirts. So again, like, you know, you'd have your Cobra officers in your Cobra stuns with your Cobra stun driver. And again, like, Hasbro did remake them, and they did a piss poor job of the Cobra officer. The like thinner legs, and the mold wasn't just overall not good, and like Lego eyes. But I do love my Cobra soldiers. So will I get more? Possibly, because they do have them at the Big Bad Toy Store. So I might order another 1 or 2 packages, maybe. Just maybe. Now, there was other troop builders for the line, and again,
Yes, I have retired, HCC. I send Timmer, my Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. Timmer is an awesome guy.
yes, don't forget to subscribe to Timmer at Half the Battle. That's the other half of, well, the original. There was original 3, so the 1/3, which means there's only half left now. But anyways, I also loved the Crimson Guard. Like, I just love this figure. You know, having the Terradrome as a child, this was one of the cool figures to have with your Terradrome. And again, I did get a Terradrome for Christmas one year, and when I rebuilt my collection, I did get another Terradrome, but unfortunately wasn't in that great of shape, and I've had to do some stuff with it. But anyways, now this awesome figure, you know, he's basically a troop builder, just like the Cobra Soldier. But again, like the Cobra Soldier, you know, he's just got that bandana over his face. You know, he's got the cool Cobra insignia on his chest, and he did have the Soviet style sniper rifle. And the officer came with the AK-47. And you know, you think it would have been the other way around. The officer would have been the sniper. Or maybe they both should have come with the same weapons. Another all-time favorite of mine is the Cobra Viper. There's so many different versions of the Cobra Viper, as well as the Cobra Soldiers and Officers. There is more versions. You know, later on there's troop packs released. I think it was 2004 or 2006. Same with Vipers. You know, there's multiple Vipers, and I've done other videos, so don't forget to check out my older videos, because I list all the years, the different years of all the different specialized Cobra Soldiers. Like, for example, the Night Watchman. This comes in a 6-pack. Again, I do love the camouflage, and I wish we would get more. Like, Black Major Customs does camouflage. So again, I love these ones, and they comes in 2 different skin tones, so that's great as well. And there is, oh yes, now I love the Iron Grenadiers. I always call them Iron Grenadiers. I think this looks like a World War II French helmet. But he's got the gas mask, you know. He comes with a sword. I have a sword and his Uzi, but don't use a Uzi in his hand because it will stretch it. Again, You know, you can put a little knife in his hand. So some of the modern type weapons look cooler. And you know, I prefer certain weapons in figures' hands. I love the Cobra Viper rifle. And again, this comes in a weapons pack. And same with the Cobra Soldier and Officer. You can get those in a couple of different weapons packs, as well as the Crimson Guards rifle. So what I loved the most is just the hours upon hours of playtime that I had as a kid. And you know, like, you could go into so many different levels, but again, you always had Cobras fighting Joes. And I did have a comic back then, and they were in it. I think it was issue 1, and I gave that away. Well, anyways, it's sad that HCC has left the community, but he'll still be leaving his videos up, and I know he'll be back doing a video from time to time, because if you watched any of his previous videos, you know, he's always talked about certain things, and then, you know, he's having issues here and there. But you know, with community, everybody loves him, so hopefully he comes back and just does a video on whatever. Now, this is the first Viper here, the Cobra Viper. You know, I did see this in the stores. I don't think I ever owned one, and I did get a Viper. It was the Joe pilot for my friend Grunt back in the 80s for his birthday, and we threw it and it hit a car and we lost it. We weren't trying to hit a car. Not that time. So he died of cancer. But you know, that's why, like, G.I. Joe has a lot of fond memories, especially growing up. You know, you had a lot of good friends that, you know, you played G.I. Joes with, and you'd play outside, but you wouldn't bring the weapons out. You know, you always hand-to-hand combat. So again, don't forget to subscribe to a lot of other channels out there. You know, there's Dave C straight from the pit. There's Joes and Beards, a brand new channel, just up and coming. And again, like, you know, the G.I. Joe community really needs to come together more, because there's way more of us out there, but there's a lot of channels you just don't find because they don't have G.I. Joe in their channel name, just like Tim or Half the Battle. His videos don't show up when I search G.I. Joe because it's not listed as G.I. Joe, this is Half the Battle. So even like older channels, they need to put in their title name G.I. Joe, and then more people will find them. There's a lot of other channels. That's why people think the community is so small, when the community is actually pretty big. I mean, just look at it. Like, out of all these figures, you know, my heart is with the Cobra Soldier, and I just loved this figure, and I still will be trying to army build them, even though they get pretty expensive. But you know, you can parts them up. I've got tons of parts. I just need more Cobra Soldier heads and officer heads. So I don't care what condition. If anyone wants to donate anything, you know, feel free to. If not, doesn't matter. Now, I will be having a contest in the summertime, and I might give away 1 or 2 of my own collection, as well as pick up some stuff for the contest. And you know, so hopefully we have enough prizes for everybody that we're gonna, you know, maybe anywhere from 5 or 6, probably 6 prizes. And then, you know, if you do win, I'll contact you on your channel, and then you can email me your address, and then we can basically, or you might have to mail me your address. Just do it snail mail. That way, you know, it's not compromised, because nowadays, you know, on the internet, you don't want people putting their personal information. Just, you know, anyways, I don't have a lot of time. I've gone back to work. Well, more work. So in construction, it gets busy. So anyways, I do want to tell you that, you know, these figures are just the best of the best. And yes, some of these are way overpriced. You know, they sell them for $60 to $100 or $50. They are getting a little expensive, so it is a little harder army build. And watch out for the Pit Viper. Those ones break, so don't bother. bother army building them unless they're just using them for parts. And you know, Destro's Iron Grenadiers, again, like, it's so hard to pick a favorite out of those figures. Because I do recall playing with all of them, and you know, each figure you just love and play with, and army build. And I did army build the Iron Grenadiers when I was a kid, and I did have a few Vipers. I did not have as many soldiers because they're just harder to find. But again, like, I love collecting, and this is going to be just a fantastic year. So I do have to do some rear brake repair on my vehicle because I forgot all about the rear brakes. I've changed the front brakes, thinking it was the front brakes again. So anyways, I got to do my brakes today, and everyone in the house got sick except for me. So it's been a little bit of a rough week, but anyways, I hope everyone's getting better already. So anyways, thanks for watching. Kind of at a loss for words today. I don't have the file cards for the Cobra Soldier and Officer. I did have them when I was a kid. I do have the Iron Grenadiers one, and I do have the Crimson Guard one. So I do have some of the file cards. I don't have all of the file cards. I did have all the file cards in the garage, but I think they might have gotten thrown out. And you can see the custom here I did. Just a couple of stickers, you know. Makes it look way better. And again, don't forget to support other creators like Delta17Toys.com and Hidden Force, you know, the ninjas. If you love the ninjas, Big Bad Toy Store pre-orders right now. I don't know if anyone could post a link to the pre-orders for Super 7. That would be great, because I can't find any of them, and you know, I definitely want to be in on this. And again, there's, you know, so many lines we're going to get in the fall. Call sign Longbow. Delta 17 probably going to be coming out with a second wave. I'm not sure when, but hopefully sometime in the future. Sooner rather than later. We want more! And, you know, I've got like tons and tons of different figures. And we've showed you in the army building videos how many different troopers there are, as well as the Cobra Soldier with the red mask and the insignia on the side. You know, these are just, I love these figures, and I can't get enough, and I don't get enough, so I will be getting more, always more. And again, you know, Hasbro kind of doesn't learn from their mistakes sometimes. They didn't fix the Cobra Officer, so hopefully Hasbro gets their stuff together, and hopefully we get better figures from Super 7. So it's just going to be an iconic time for the O-ring line, and I hope everybody gets in on stuff. And I was even already thinking maybe I should buy some more of these figures, because you know, you could use the chest piece, and you could army build this one right here. This is a fantastic looking figure. I just love them. They're well made, you know. Like the Delta 17 line has some great figures and great army builders. So again, I might be getting some more of those for sure in the future. And don't forget, maybe your local toy store will pick some up, or your local collectibles store. Anyways, thanks for watching. What a time again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and well, we'll have more to say in another video. Go!